Hi, welcome back. You're listening to Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, and we're talking about giving up worry. Now, I wanted to plug my CDs now, and the reason for that is if you want to give up worry, that's what these CDs are all about. The Getting Started series is called Creating Your Purpose, learning about commitment and being commitment to not worry.
Clay, we have to give the disclaimer about you can't give up worry. That's against the law. the fun police and the worry police will come get you, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So you have to worry. If you're not worrying, you get penalized in some way. But also in the CDs, it addresses that about how to give up the penalty of not worrying, what to put in the place of worry. The Taking Care of Me series is all about life balance. Wow, no worry. Personal planning. Oh, actually have a plan to have a life with no worry in it. Gee, what a thought. And then accountability, being held accountable for not worrying. If you have a plan and it's written out and you're doing it, what do you got to worry about? All right? Then the last one is really great, Building Your Future series, Becoming a Better Leader. Wow. If you're going to worry about something, worry about being a better leader. Or team building, or what's beyond the success you have now. Or how about this? What's beyond not worrying? Wow. Now, those CDs are phenomenal. You can order them on the web at www.claynelsonlifebalance.com, or you can call 805-682-8712 and order all you want, okay? Now, we're back on the show here at Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, and it's giving up worry. So why do people worry? Now, think about this. Have you ever been present when you were worrying? And present, I mean, have you ever noticed when you're worried? See, most worrying goes on like automatic mind chatter. It's not something you really speak, because not very often do you say, I'm really worried about this, and I'm fearful about that, and God, I'm worried about this, and I think I'm going to be lost, and I don't know what that person's going to do. You don't usually language that. This is all mind chatter that goes on, like the kind of stuff that you talk about when you're driving your pickup truck by yourself or your car by yourself and you're talking to your rearview mirror. It's the personal conversations. Or when you're soaping up in the morning in the shower, you're getting ready to go and your mind's going, da-da-da-da-da-da. Rarely do you hear yourself say to yourself, oh, I am so totally cool. I can't wait to get out there and make a difference in the world and everybody's going to love what I do. No, you're worried about what people are going to say and what's going to be done.
Well, Susan, kind of piggybacking off of what you wrote down there.
Yes.
I think, I understand what you mean about being aware of your worrying.
Yeah.
But I also think that it's very difficult to, as you say, be present and to focus on what you're doing and spending time with the people you're spending time with. If you are worrying, your mind's somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it works both ways.
Yeah. I mean, there's all the mind, when it's not solving a problem of some sort or going to a certain place or finishing something that the conscious mind says you're going to do, it's worrying. I mean, when I'm up on stage, I've worried about, like I'm giving a speech, and the speech is going really well, and then I'll take a deep breath, and this thing will flash through my mind. It says, is your zipper down or not? Oh, my God, what's going on? Oh, yeah, are your shoes tied? What do you look like? Is your hair messed up? So it's just what your mind does. It's a trip. We will always do it. It'll never be gone, I can be working out in the gym with my trainer and lifting weight and doing all kinds of things, feeling very, shall we say, manly.
Virile.
Yeah, and I'm constantly worried about lifting something I shouldn't lift. I'm constantly worried about getting hurt. I'm constantly worried about pulling a muscle. I'm constantly worried about not doing it right. All kinds of things. And it's, I've been a teacher of this type of industry for 25 years, and worry is just something that goes along with being active in life. The only people that don't worry are the people that are just sitting there doing nothing, holding still. Now, they may be silently worried about having to move. I don't know. Get it? So it seems like all of us believe if we worry enough about something, we can keep it from happening. How about that? Or how about this? A lot of people really think, well, if I'm worried about this person or this circumstance, at least I'm showing that I'm concerned. You're not saying anything. You're not making a difference, but you're just worried about it. And people say, okay, well, that's enough. I gave it that much energy.
Well, Clay, I actually want to ask a question here,
Yeah.
just to kind of clarify the term worry.
Sure.
Firstly, what's the difference between, say, worry and fear?
Sure. All right, let's do that. So worry refers to a negative self-talk, all right? It's like something that comes to your brain. I call it mind chatter, all right? That often distracts the mind from focusing on the problem. Can you get that? Mm-hmm. Now, fear is a distressing emotion, all right? It's something that causes your body to get, your body just to get tensed up, the hair to stand up on your arms, your head to wrinkle, your forehead to wrinkle up a little bit, and your body to tweak over. It's just like fear just kind of takes you over, And it's caused by the feeling of an impending danger or evil of some sort, or, some kind of pain of some sort, and especially, the dread to meet or experience that danger. It's like that's what fear is. You know something's out there, you're worried about it, but the fear takes you over. You've made it up so big that it actually has real validity, and the fear takes you over, so you don't want to deal with it. You want to get in front of it. Worry is nothing more than a conversation that goes on in your head. All right?
Would you consider...
fear is more physical. Let's put it that way.
Fear is more physical. Would you consider kind of a heightened sense of awareness to be... could it potentially develop into worry and then into fear?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Like there's a fine line between fear stopped and worry stopped, okay?
Right.
And the key word here is stopped, all right?
Sure.
You can worry as long as it don't let it stop you. You can be fear-filled as long as you don't let it stop you. Like I've said on many of my shows, I want to have enough fear in my life, to have the hair on my arms stand up, all right, to have that kind of edge. Have you ever gone camping and you get out of your sleeping bag in the morning and it's so cold, the hair stands up on your arms, and you're running over to the thing, you pump up the little pump on the stove, and you get the fire going, you get your coffee going, and you're breathing fresh air, and it feels good. That kind of feel-good energy, having just that amount of fear, but not so much fear that you don't want to get out of your sleeping bag. I don't want to have so much fear if I go out and make the coffee, a bear is going to eat me.
I know, the grizzly bear wants some coffee.
Yeah. So that, that's really what's going on here,
Nice. I think that clarifies it.
Yeah, good. So, here's some examples. Now, I want y'all out there that are listening to the show and watch me in various venues that I have out where the show is going to be out. I want you to listen to what I'm going to say now about some of the things we all worry about. You ready? So, worrying about a child going to school for the very first time. Remember that? I mean, you worry about, what's going to happen? Gee, what are the kids going to do to him? What's going to happen to my son? What's going to happen to my daughter? Should I stay there? What's it going to be like to walk away? They're going to see the backside of me. They're going to think I'm abandoning them. All the worry stuff that goes on. Gee, do I sound like I've been there or what? Okay. Worried that someone you love could be injured in a freak accident. I mean, think about that. How many times, remember when our daughter
Elizabeth got her
first?
Yes.
And she drove out of the driveway the very first time?
Yeah.
Man, I about died. Okay, I worried.
So you want
to
call every 5 minutes. Are you okay?
Or here's another one. The number one biggest fear in human beings is public speaking. So worried about the speech you're going to give? I'm still not fearful to stop, but fear I'm going to do it wrong. Every radio show I've done. How many we've done 50 radio shows or more. So, and I've done speeches in every state in the union. I've been on radio in other places in every state in the union, and I'm always fearful about doing that. Or how about this? This is a simple one. You're on vacation, and you're worried that your lawn is going to turn brown because the watering system's not working.
Only you.
No, I don't think so. Okay, or you're worried about the effects of your insomnia because you're worried so much you can't sleep. So you're worried so much you can't sleep, and then you're worried about the effects of not sleeping.
Go read something about global warming.
Oh,
Go back to bed.
yeah. Or you're worried about the price of gas, all right? Or you're worried about, the flight that you're on is going to be on time so you can get your connection. You're worried about the outcome of a medical test. Ooh, that one's got me many times. How about you're worried about the test results on a colonoscopy? Wow, Are you worried about, is the rush hour traffic going to really let you get home on time so you can be with your kids before they go to bed? Or you're worried about the kids when you're at home, when they're at home with a babysitter and you're not home. What could happen? My gosh, is the babysitter really doing their job, or is the babysitter on the net talking to somebody and the kids are over there eating poison for sure, Or you're worried about whether your favorite sports team is going to win or not, all right? What do you think about all that? So we worry about everything. Now, I've got to take another break here, and I'm worried about I'm going to run out of show because the breaks are getting in the way. All right? So this is Clay Nelson Live Balance Hour. And when you get back, we're going to talk about how to give up worrying. It's going to be the greatest part of the show. It's going to be powerful. So come on back and listen up.